We got to do a small modification to the R8. Total, I've got about $30 to $35 total. That is how you save $800 to $900. What's going on, guys? Car Review Guys here. My name is AJ, and today, before we jump into today's video, well, it's a beautiful day here in Arizona. We had to do a little bit of golfing, so let's see what kind of round we can post here very quickly for you guys. Let's roll. All right, we're at like 197. I'm hitting a 7-iron. Nah, let's see what happens. Probably gonna come up short, but it's all right. Oh my, terribly short. That sums up this round. That was terrible. All right, here's the update. It's not good. I came in with a 48. The wife came in with a 50, and then we just parred the first hole on the back 9. Yeah, I mean, it's been brutal, I'm not gonna lie. I'm playing like straight trash, so kind of is what it is, but I'll update you in a little bit. Stay. It's on the right-hand side. I mean, it's playable, but that's why I've been struggling. Still short. It's unbelievable. That's an 8-iron at like 160. I don't know. This is a shorter hole, 260 to the hole. It's a par 4, so it's actually a short hole, all over water. So you already know I ain't going safe. We're not gonna go right. We're going over the water. Let's just see what happens. Get there. Oh my goodness. It's really windy. If you look at like the top of this tree over here, you can literally just see it's completely in my face, so it is what it is. All right guys, it's the next day. Long story short, I shot like a 95, worst round of my life. It was terrible. Just the other day I shot an 88, which even was not great, so it is what it is. You guys got to see a little piece of golf, and yeah, so now we're on to the real car stuff. And as you notice, I got some pretty stylish shades here. It's really bright. It's first thing in the morning. I didn't bring my sunglasses, and the wife was nice enough to loan hers. Practicality over, well, dying from the sun. So anyway, we're heading down to Top Golf Cars and Coffee, which is hosted by Crown Concepts, I believe, which is out of Tucson, Arizona. So that's where we're heading. But yeah, let's see what kind of cars we get into there. All right guys, we've made it down here to the Top Golf Cars and Coffee, which is hosted by Crown Concepts. They're being noisy. Anyway, long story short, we have a couple 488s behind us. I wanted to show you really quick some of the aero on these things. You don't really pick it up from pictures, and not everyone kind of shows it, so check out the aero on this thing. So you come to the back glass and you can see the aero straight down through. It's all air vented right there. Obviously vents on the side. That is the part that you can obviously tell on camera. Then you come up here, air vents that are active, and then same thing down through there, straight through. The more you know on a Ferrari 488. So it's funny, you have an F12 and his plate EF12. Get it? If you don't, look it up. Alrighty, we're back. That was a great Cars and Coffee that we went to. Nice setup, because even the first 2 hours of Top Golf are free. There was free coffee, water, yeah, super cool setup for sure down there. I really didn't film too much, talked to a few different people and stuff like that, so didn't film much, but I got you a few clips. Anyway, we're back in the garage. We got to do a small modification to the R8 that's kind of like continued from before. So if you remember from the previous videos, we wrapped the face of the calipers in red. If you were to do powder coating them, it would be like, I don't know, probably roughly $400 per caliper. And I only did the front two, so I mean, you're at like 800 bucks. Plus, most places will not take off your wheels or anything else. Like, they just want the caliper, so it maybe even have been a little bit more than that to powder coat them. But I want them to look as factory as possible, given what it is. So, with that said, we have right here the R8 emblem that is going to go on back onto the front of the caliper wrap, so it looks OEM for the most part. So, especially when you're talking total, I've got about $30 to $35 total in wrap. So, and then obviously doing it myself. So, you know, it is considerably cheaper for a car that I probably won't keep forever, but it'll at least look good for pictures and stuff like that. So, without further ado, let's install these decals on the calipers and let's see what it looks like. All right, step one, obviously I'm leaving the wheels on because it's way easier. You just need to get the spokes to where, you know, they're a big gap right here. So it needs to go pretty much right in the middle, like right there is where it needs to go. So after you get in the right position, now, obviously I gotta clean the face of it really quick with a little bit of just like rubbing alcohol just to make sure all the dirt and stuff's off of it. And then we will apply it. All right, so this is roughly what it would look like on here. Obviously the white's gonna disappear, but we gotta move the car back a little bit more because you can see it's down under there a little bit and that just makes life hard. So let's move the car back just a little bit more.
Okay. All right.
Listen, someone's gotta do the work of holding the camera. That's me. And so then that leaves her, so she's gonna lay it. Here's the other tip. This way, if it doesn't look right, you cannot take the blame for it. You just blame whoever else is doing it. So if she screws it up, just type away down below, it's her fault. No, I'm just kidding, I'm just kidding. Anyway, here we go. Good with the light now? Mm-hmm. Okay. Bingo! Check that out. Tell me that doesn't look factory right there. Look at that, it looks sick. Come out just a little bit. Oh man. I mean, think about that. That's literally, you're saving, I mean, it's like 800 bucks and we're in it for, like I said, whatever I said, $25 to $35. That's good. On to the other side.
Quarters here, man.
Yeah, this one's tight quarters. Z06 is right next to it, and yeah, we didn't want to move it, so, you know, kind of is what it is.
No turning back.
Oh, that looks pretty good. Ayo. I mean, man, that looks so good, especially for the money. That is how you save $800 to $900 and still get the look that you want, even on something like an Audi R8. So, and you can do it yourself. It's really not that hard and there's not much risk, because even if you're really considering, or if you have the money, and let's say when you're doing the normal caliper wrap, if you accidentally don't hold the blade right and you maybe scratch your caliper, if you're gonna get them redone anyway, potentially, then guess what? Your mistake's gonna be covered whenever it gets re-powder coated, so it's not a big deal. But if you have done it even once or twice before, you know how to just barely score wrap in order to make sure that you don't cut into the caliper. It's not hard. I mean, you can just barely, just the weight of the razor blade should pretty much cut it, and you can get clean cut. So, this is part 2 of this video. You guys saw the wrap go on several videos ago. Now we got the logo back on there, so it looks pretty factory. And again, I like the way that it turned out on there. But hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one. Peace.